Reporting for us.
And there's all. A little bit of animosity when these teams get together, but that is why it's a great rivalry. Here we go.
Well, you love watching a game where both teams feel like they have something to prove. That really raises the level of intensity out there.
Now here's Cunningham. To the paint. Here's Thompson. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Mikal Bridges. This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
Now here's Towns. Hart goes in, and Hart throws it down.
Yeah, just a solid passer. Towns relishes his role as leader of this team, wanting to set up his teammates.
Thompson with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. And that one's good. Thompson.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
From the line. Here's Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Here's Brunson, following the score by Detroit. Driving inside, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Knifing to the rim with ease. Brunson attacks these open lanes with tenacity.
Thompson right side. Anunoby with a double team. Thompson no good. And Brunson's got the ball here for New York. They trail by 1. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
It's Cunningham with a drive. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And one of the big reasons Cunningham went first overall in the draft, his playmaking at 6'6" is really valuable.
That one's good for 2. Brunson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Good work there as it goes. Brunson's got 8.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Drills it from deep.
What range. Cade Cunningham opening it up.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And here's New York now. And here's Brunson from the arc. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
And New York has possession, following the score by Detroit. Brunson with the bucket. He's got 13.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
Here's Brunson. Knocks down the 18-footer.
He's off to a fantastic start.
Cunningham looking around. Down low. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now here's Brunson. 15 points in the game. Clock at 6. Here's Towns. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
And so Towns nails them both.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
And it's Cunningham missing.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Hart. Cash money from 16 feet away.
And this early scoring is as much about the lackluster defense as it is about either team's offense.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the New York Knicks. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. We're coming right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
Pass to Flag. Shoots over Stewart. And it's Flag missing.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
Back to Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
And that is the shot they want Anunoby to take, and he excels in the catch and shoot.
Here's Jenkins. Out to Harris. Three-pointer. Outside Christie. And stolen by Bridges. Brunson with it. Green picks him up. Here's Flag outside. New York working the ball around now. And he goes in for the dunk.
Anunoby's nose for the offensive board gives him that edge. I mean, he wants that extra bucket.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Cunningham. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grid, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent. And throwing it down off the drive, Flag showing off those young legs and athleticism.
Pass to Cunningham. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Knicks leading by 10. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." BA?
No quit. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Well, if Tobias Harris sees the lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Alvarado outside. Towns on a screen. Here's Bridges. Towns. It's good on the putback.
Their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
To the inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Here's Bridges. Christie with a rebound.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Shot's good by Thompson.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
McBride attacking. Out left to the wing. Towns outside. Here's Washington. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And the Knicks lead by 9.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. Pass to Robinson. Thompson in the post. Uses the glass on the layup. Thompson's got 16 points.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Floats one. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Screen by Robinson. Knocked away. Hard with it. Now Thompson defending. Pass to Brunson. Six on the shot clock. Back to Hart. Over Green. Another shot. Brunson surveys. Screen by Hart. And Brunson, here we go. And there it is for him. Brunson's got 19 points.
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And so it's New York. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Knicks leading by 9. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Pass to Hart. Cunningham with the ball, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Cunningham outside. Jackson the screen. Shot clock at 5. Cunningham left side. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Coming onto the floor, your Pistons.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Back to Bridges. Over Christie. Bridges misses. Pistons trail up by 11. Jackson left side. Detroit moving the ball around. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Christie. Still without a bucket. No good on the quick 3. Pass to Brunson. Out to the right wing. Right wing. And here's Flagg outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Flagg's got his second basket on the night.
And that's a tough set to stop. Flagg is really versatile. Can't predict what he'll do after the pick. Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. That's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Flagg. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just feasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. And Anunoby pulls it down. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. And the three off target.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Thompson scanning the floor. Lays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got 22.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Guys, back to you.
Physical. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
New York leading by 12. Alvarado, left side. Outside McBride. Inside. Just 5 on the clock. Towns for 3. Oh, Towns with the triple.
Taking his shot, and Towns doesn't think, he just acts.
And really, the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
Outside Anunoby.
Oh, come on, get there, man.
1:05 left in the third quarter. Here's Washington. The rebound by Detroit. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
It's Christie with a drive. And that one, good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Knicks leading by 11. McBride with it. No points yet. Pass to Hart. To the middle. Here's Towns. Whoa! Towns with the power.
They're going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kept alive. Thompson. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And here's Alvarado. And he drives in. Here's Hart. They get it back. Good if it goes. And so it's the New York Knicks in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Pistons trail up by 13. Cunningham on the wing. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, a Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Alvarado with a steal. Outside McBride. Towns on a screen. New York working the ball around now. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Washington. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Detroit. 11-point game. Cunningham. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Just leaping up to the rim, no one could get in Anunoby's way.
And that one's good. Thompson.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Brunson. Here's Hart. Good on the shot.
Just such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
Thompson outside. Cunningham, right side. Cunningham is doubled. Thompson left side. Anunoby there for the rebound. Knicks leading by 9. Brunson fires! Cunningham there for the rebound. Now Jackson. And a one-handed slam.
Man, that's what you get with Cunningham running the show.
Now here's Brunson. Outside Bridges. Here's Brunson. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Yes, sir! Count it!
Yeah, Cunningham keeping others involved, a true catalyst for this offense.
Now Brunson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's his first foul. And Detroit making a change here. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Christie. Here's Brunson. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Ooh, Brunson, the sweet lefty stroke.
Yeah, a dead-eye shooter. Don't expect Brunson to miss many of those.
Cunningham. Banks it home. Big shot.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Screen by Hart. Brunson. It's good from beyond the arc.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Knicks.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jalen Brunson.
Well, it's a great night for him, and his impact goes beyond the box score. The relentless energy he plays with fuels his team.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready.
Welcome, sports. Fans, thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. The Detroit Pistons come into this one following a loss, guys. McDaniels outside. Here's Garland. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Jalen Duren is certainly a force him in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
Now here's Abdul-Jabbar. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. To the middle. Here's Thompson. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And one of the big reasons Cunningham went first overall in the draft, his playmaking at 6'6" is really valuable.
Now, here's Garland. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Here's Thompson. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Now, here's Garland. Screen by McDaniel. Looking for Christie. He gets it there. Cunningham looking it over. Out to Harris. There's Jackson with the three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that is why Triple J is a stretch five. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaren really helps to space the floor.
Now, here's McDaniel. Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys?
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. A defensive zone setter, that's Asar Thompson. He shadows his man with relentless determination, but his game right before his chin, don't you think, is expanding in every way?
Oh, he's got immeasurable impact defensively, blocks, steals, deflections, always a disruptor. He's still a little bit foul prone, but I think as he starts to get a reputation in this league as an elite defender, he is going to be scary.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Abdul-Jabbar, the screen. The three from Garland. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You have to take Garland seriously at the arc. He is a talented shooter.
Cunningham outside. Celtics trailed by 7. The three from Garland. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Cunningham's shot is off. It's Garland with the ball for the Celtics. There's 31 seconds left in the first. It's stolen by Cunningham. To the inside. Jackson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Jackson's got 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Boston, no good that time either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
And so it's Detroit. Their lead, the
Pistons, 18.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Pistons?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Just 2 to shoot. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Out to the right wing. Green deciding where to go with it. And rejection by McDaniel. Puts one up from 19. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Harris has got the lead up to 11 now for Detroit. And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
To the paint. And Green gets it to go. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Inside, Queta. Pass to Hauser. There's the triple. Boston again missing. Here's Green. Here's Christie. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Queta. Back to Pritchard. This one for 3. Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Timeout.
That's on Jaren Jackson.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can block, force him to the line.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and re-space, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question. It's become something that's a priority for teams now. And I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
That's terrific. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, thanks a lot. This season, new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Commissioner Silver said we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposures to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Back to you, Kev.
All right, Allie, thanks for that update. Here's Demon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Pass to Stewart. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Celtics trailed by 9. Down low. Stewart with the steal. The drive by Green. Lays it up and banks it in.
One thing I really like about Ausar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
To the inside. Kata's shot is off. Pistons leading by 11. Here's Thompson. Pass to Holland. Back to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Shot clock at 6. And there's the drive. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
Here's Pritchard. It's hauled in by Stewart. The drive by Thompson. Lets it go with the 3. And that does it for the first half of play. Pistons lead by 13. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. This is the most they've led by 13 points. And it goes down 2 points. Cunningham's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Pistons.
That is a soft touch on the teardrop. And shots like that are what make Cunningham such a tough cover.
Abdul-Jabbar so skilled inside.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
While getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's his first foul.
Detroit substitution.
Abdul-Jabbar the screen.
Kevin Huerter.
Kareem with the slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
It's Cunningham with the drive, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
With his 6'6" size, Cunningham is so tough to get off his rhythm off the bounce.
Going inside, and Cunningham with the slam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
Here's Cunningham. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Outside Garland. Teardrop shot. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
A superb pass from Garland. He's all for setting up his teammate.
Cunningham with it. 12 points for him. He misses his third shot of the game. He has made 6 of his 9. McDaniels uses the glass to finish the layup.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Jackson in the corner. to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And playing with great control, Cunningham is dictating the pace, getting to his spots, and taking it to the defense.
The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Jackson. And Kareem throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any company.
Yeah, shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Here's Garland. Cunningham with some nice D. Pistons leading by 13. Driving inside. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham double. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
To the paint. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson. It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Here's Jenkins. Nothing on the board. 6 to shoot. Pass to Green. Over Pritchard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Detroit shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Green. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the third. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the act. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
To the middle. Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket. Abdul-Jabbar's got 10 points here in the second half.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Pass to Christie. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
First team foul.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Pistons.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Pass to Stewart. Now Jenkins. Here's Christie. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul.
And they got to bring the double team on.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, If you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is. I promise you that. And you see Paul George being aggressive, putting a lot of pressure on the defense with his dribble.
And, Tim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
Green, the screen. Green. Now Jenkins. 4 on the shot clock. Now Stewart with the floater. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's George. Now McDaniels. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
A play like that can absolutely take the wind out of your sails. Just a tough break.
Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well, this team is at their best when Cunningham has the ball. They want him to dictate their offense.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Garland looking it over. Over Cunningham. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Garland. Over Cunningham. Sinks the big jumper.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Cunningham outside. And he drives in. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Celtics trailed by 18.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Pistons.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Cade Cunningham.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Now into the lineup for Pistons. Number 24.
Here's Jenkins.
Jenkins.
And here's Thompson. Basket good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. McDaniels outside. Shot clock at 5. Screen by McDaniel. And yes, it's good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.